conversation, topic of conversation, and I am hella loud. Fucking, I'm conceited, eat it. Needless to say, I'm a genius. Bringing hip hop back with meaning since we been done R.I.P. I'm at the top. Motherfuckers act like they don't know. Blind speaking at Chris Rock shit, saying that they never see before. Nigga, I do's this. I am a star amongst these squares. They are not on my level.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Gift of Gab. Shout out to all my Gabbos and Gabettes watching. I am your host, the Rhyme Austin Don Prett, along with my beautiful co-host, the Empress Queen Shari Dubois, and the infamous Queen Amber Dawn, and we are the Gift of Gab. And we have a guest tonight, Mr. Darrell Lawrence. Darrell, tell us what you do, man.
I'm a playwright, actor, and CEO and founder of Lawrence Theater Company.
Shit. All that. All right, you doing it. All right, let's go. We want to talk about the first things first, our first topic. The Eminem album just came out, Music to Be Murdered By. Albert Hitchcock thing. Did you get the chance to hear that? Godzilla's crazy.
Yo, he's like Twister, Bone Thugs, all rolled up in one, man.
Word.
Yeah. He's spitting that fire.
Did you hear the album, Shari?
I listened to it on January 17th when it came out, and I listened to it again when it became a topic. I've been a longtime fan of Eminem. I think he's one of the best to ever do it. Every time he drops an album, I'm always going to give it a listen, but this project, it just wasn't for me. Like, even the title, Music to Be Murdered By, that's not something that I want to listen to, at all. Like, I listen to meditation music, I listen to 90s R&B. I don't want to hear an album about being murdered. Like, I guess this genre is called horrorcore. It's like scary, horror-themed killer music. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? So as much as I love and respect Eminem, and I think he's technically like one of the most skilled rappers I've ever heard in my life, I love him. I don't like the project. It's just not for me.
Okay. Did you understand the theme of it?
I got it. I got the theme. It's just not my vibe. I don't think I'm his target demographic anyway, but this just wasn't my favorite project. So like Eminem Show, that's one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time. If I was on a desert island, I would take that CD with me. I love Eminem. I like his older work. This newer stuff, this album in particular, just wasn't for me.
Okay. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
I did. I listened in here and there, and I'm not even much of a fan of Eminem, but I can't deny that he's definitely an intelligent lyricist and probably one of the best out there lyrically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't really feeling the vibe either. I really wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't think it was entertainment?
I mean, I guess he does things for like a I think most of the time he does things for like a reaction. A lot of times, that's just who Eminem is.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't get into it. I really couldn't.
Oh well, I actually enjoyed it. The first time I heard it, I thought it was fire. Second time I heard it, it was a couple tracks where I was just like, it's not really for me. Like the one Stepdad, wasn't really feeling that one like too much, because it's like, I guess you got to relate to that type of topic to like, be into that. I'm sure people with stepdads would be like, oh, it's the best song I've ever heard in my life. But there were certain songs that really stood out to me on there. Like he had Crooked Eye on there, which he also goes by King Crooked. He had a song with Crooked Eye, Joel Ortiz, and Royce the 5'9", and that was fire, obviously. He had one of my top 5 rappers, which Eminem is one of my top 5 rappers as well, too, on there. Black Thought was on the track, which I thought that was very dope. And
I gotta listen to that track.
Yeah.
I ain't listened to that
Q-Tip was also on there, too.
Q-Tip?
Yeah. On that song.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that.
I thought it was a really good album lyrically, and it was a little different than Kamikaze. And Kamikaze I thought was really fire. But I don't know how the younger generation feels when it comes to listening to Eminem, somebody that's older in music, with the new wave that's going on.
I don't think the younger generation has a problem listening to older MCs. I think they just want music that they can listen to that can resonate. That's all. I don't think Eminem is making music that's consistent with our struggle and the lives that we're living every day and our reality. So I just think it's a little bit more of a disconnect.
Right.
I think Eminem is such a popular Main Street rapper because he has a predominantly white audience. He just gets that extra reach. Not to take away from how amazing he is as an MC and a lyricist. I love him, but there's definitely a disconnect.
Word.
Do you think he was trying too hard or not trying hard enough to reach the younger generation with this song, with this album?
I think he did I think it's just being him.
Yeah.
I think it's just being him. But 50 Cent is finishing Pop Smoke's album.
Yeah, 50 Cent just took to his Instagram a couple of days ago. He took a picture sitting on the steps of a jet, and he said that he was going to go ahead and executive produce and finish Pop Smoke's album. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. You know, a young life cut short too soon. 50 and Pop Smoke had a relationship. They had just that connection because they're New York rappers, and 50 is now reaching out to other artists to get them involved so he can, see the project through. He's reaching out to Drake, Chris Brown, Roddy Ricch said, man, it's cool, say less. Like, I'd love to be a part of it. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how 50 approaches it. I actually really love and admire and trust 50 as an executive producer. I like 50's complete body of work. I don't think Big Rich Town was a hit by accident.
Right.
50 musically is a genius. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to consistently give you that hit, give you that smash. So for him to be involved and kind of steer this debut album, I'm looking forward to it.
I seen that joint where he hit Roddy Ricch up or whatever. What was that, like on Instagram or Twitter? I forget where I seen it at.
Somebody tagged Roddy Ricch on Instagram, and Roddy said, say less.
I seen some shit on, I think it was Instagram, where 50 Cent put up a post and he was just like, yo, get at me. I need you on this album. Like, yeah, he's really trying to finish that joint. And that's mad respect to somebody young that died in hip-hop. And I thought it was going to be real good. Like, I only know him for, like, I said that one song, like, baby, welcome to the party.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm a huge 50 fan. I'm a huge 50 fan. But I am, just like a lot of other people, when he announced that he was going to finish the album, I really want to see how it's going to turn out.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people, when you start something, nobody likes for somebody else to come behind them and finish it. Unfortunately for Pop Smoke, he's no longer here.
Right.
But I just can't wait to see what him and the other artists is going to do to, collectively finish up this album.
Yeah.
Same. I think that's nice to also just see, like, him to reach out to the community and reach out to fellow artists. And it's nice to see people to come together for something positive for once.
For such a negative,
right?
For such a tragic,
exactly,
event.
So I think it's nice that, like, I'm looking forward to that too, to see like what everybody brings to the table as far as trying to finish his project and trying to still get his name out there, and more so his legacy at this point now that he's no longer here.
I think one thing that we can trust about 50 is that he's always going to give us a hit record. He knows the formula. He knows how to make a superstar. Like, he comes from Dr. Dre and Eminem, and then he gave us, like, The Game, and everybody in his camp, like, had superstardom and success. Like, 50 being involved is definitely a good thing. It's definitely a plus. He's definitely in touch with the New York culture. Like, I can't think of anybody else who could probably do this justice. Yeah, the same way that 50 could. Yeah.
Word.
Nice. All right, so we're also going to talk about Candyman. It's going to be a new Candyman that's going to be coming out. Has everybody seen the original Candyman?
Man,
Yeah, of course.
All right, what are your thoughts?
way
on
back
that?
in the day.
Right, like 25 years ago.
Starting to tell our age right now. You know what I mean? What's up with that?
Right?
So I just want to say, first and foremost, like, I remember having surround sound, like, as a kid, and, like, I got put onto it from my mom, and my mom was just like, let's watch this, it's good. And I just remember being so scared because, like, the music does it for me in that movie. Like, it's just creepy, and it's loud, and it's like the whole soundtrack of that movie just gives me the chills, let alone like the whole storyline of everything. So I actually just watched it again because it's on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
For the first time in like so long since I've been a kid, and
Still
I'm just
scary.
still as scared. So I'm looking forward to seeing like a remake, hoping they do it justice, because a lot of remakes are like kind of whack nowadays.
Who's playing the Candyman?
Shit.
I don't.
Shit's gonna be lit.
I don't
think
know.
it's-
You said
I
who's
think
playing
it is the same
Candyman?
I think it's
person.
the
It's
original
Yahya
Candyman.
Abdul
It's the same
Mateen II. and the female that's the female.
Say her name again. Say her name again. Say her name again.
Tiana Paris. Look,
Okay.
it's Yahya Abdul Mateen II, and his co-host is I say his co-host, the actress
Co-star.
in it, Tiana Paris.
Okay.
Those are some black names right there,
Yeah, it
and they in Hollywood, and they're doing it. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you see the preview to it?
Nope, I haven't.
I'm
seen
a
it.
big scary movie
Me
fan,
too. I love
and
scary movies.
like
For sure.
Candyman, they remaking it and they doing it right. My man Jordan Peele, he had parts in writing it, executive
Nice.
producer.
Oh, he got his hands in that.
Yeah,
That thing
yeah.
gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That thing
because
was
you know,
fire.
like Get Out and like what's the other one he did?
Us.
Get Out,
Us.
Yeah.
exactly. And the
I like
other
Us.
one's coming out with Janelle Monáe starring in it. He's about to put that out. He's doing his thing when it comes to scary movies, and he has the black people featured in it, and that's very
A great
good.
look. That's a great look right there. 'Cause
Right.
normally, scary movies, black people are killed in the opening
Right
credits.
away. Right away.
Right.
100%.
Well, even though they're gonna have to have a white
Until
woman to
LL
play the
Cool
other
J came
character.
along.
Okay.
Remember LL Cool J would just never die in movies?
Yeah, he never did. That is really weird.
What movie he died in?
I don't think he did.
Like none of them.
I think one
No,
movie
yes,
he
he
died
did, yes,
in
he did, yes, he did.
Rollerball.
No,
Rollerball, right?
no,
It was
no.
Rollerball.
No, what's the movie with him and Morgan? Was Morgan Freeman?
Morgan
Samuel Jackson?
Freeman?
The shark. When the shark ate him.
No, he didn't
No, he
die in that
survived.
one. Into
He didn't die in
Deep.
that one? Into-
Not,
Deep
that
Blue
was
Sea.
not
No,
Into
that's not
Deep.
Into
Deep
Deep.
Blue Sea.
Deep Blue
Deep
Sea.
Blue Sea. Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
survive one?
No.
Nah.
Oh, he survived.
He survived.
Nah.
He was like the only
He died
survivor.
in Rollerball. That's the only movie LL Cool J
I never
died
seen
in.
Rollerball.
I never saw Rollerball.
Me neither.
Nah. I saw half of it and I heard he died. But,
Well, Deep Blue
okay.
Sea, he definitely survived.
yeah, he definitely
But
survived.
who died in that?
Everybody, but
Samuel L.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Okay. Oh, Samuel
yeah,
Jackson.
that might have been.
Yeah, the shark just came up
Okay.
and bit his
Yeah,
ass.
but yeah. Need
Yeah.
that.
But Candyman, I think that Jones
I
gonna
think
be
it's gonna
lit.
be good.
It would be remiss if we didn't mention the film is going to be directed by Nia DaCosta. She's a newer director. Jordan Peele is using his platform to uplift and boost
Nice.
other black
that's
actors
what
and
I'm talking
actresses and
about.
producers
That's
and
love right
directors.
there.
So I'm really looking forward to see what they do. I'm not
Nice.
normally a fan of horror movies, but I always make sure that I make it to the movies to support Jordan Peele.
Right,
When
right.
Get Out came out, I saw it probably like 3 times. Us, I didn't quite understand.
Me
even
neither. I
after,
still didn't understand it.
Yeah, even after I read like a whole bunch of different takes and backstories.
I thought Us was crazy.
It just didn't.
It
It didn't.
was.
It didn't come together for me.
Enjoy Us so much
I loved it. I loved
that
it.
I watched that movie about 4.5 times.
Really?
Honestly,
I only seen
yeah,
it
because the
once in the
first time I
movies.
watched it,
So
I said, okay, wait, okay, I got to look at it again to make sure I saw what I thought I saw.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So then
That's how I
so
feel.
when I looked at it again, then I started. Well, I went online, went on Google, and listened to everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
Then I said, okay, let me go back and watch it again.
Right.
And then I watched it for the second time differently than the first time because now I'm looking for the
Different
little
stuff.
nuances and stuff that makes certain things connect.
Right.
And it's like, oh wow, that was brilliant. I ain't quite understand that
So
one.
what
But
was
okay.
your take on it though? Like, so what was your understanding of it though? Because I was very confused. At
Well,
the end.
at the end of the day, I just realized that I just took it as pure entertainment. I was
Okay.
entertained from it. I wasn't trying to look for a message in it.
Yeah,
After
I
a
think
while,
people, I think
it was
people go
just,
too
you know
deep
what?
On, like,
I just want to just enjoy the story, enjoy the concept.
There is
it
a
was,
meaning
it
in
was
it, though.
very.
So it was like the good
I-
one was
I
really
get the-
bad, or the bad one was really good. I was confused.
There's a meaning in it because in the beginning, if you don't notice, like at the end of Us when they're all holding hands,
Mm-hmm.
they show something like that in the beginning, and there's a whole message in that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all. It was just saying that was actually a true thing or whatever. But you got to go back.
Well, I remember
and
when
watch
I
it.
was in elementary school and they had the hands across
yeah,
America
so that's what it's
and all
like.
those things.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So what they're saying is, yeah, they're the really they're the true us,
Okay.
and like we're like stealing their identities because that's what happened to them. And
But
It's a hit.
the writing of it and the imagination for him to come up
yeah,
with that type of concept,
Right.
it was just dope, all in itself. And I became an instant Jordan Peele fan,
Right.
right then and there.
word.
Right.
And you know to look at it and to listen to the stories and listen to how the lead was describing, you know, we're up here. I mean, you guys are up here living this life,
Yeah.
and us are down there.
Right.
Man, that thing was just dope.
So I'm
That thing was
excited
just dope.
about him doing a whole remake this is his first remake to a scary movie. Classic scary movie that starred Tony Todd. Motherfucker's still scary every time you see him. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I bet, have any of y'all ever said Candyman in the mirror?
I would
I
never.
ain't
No,
saying
you
that.
can't say that. Don't say that 3 times in a row.
Let's
please.
do it
I
right
might have
now.
been like
No,
17 at the time.
no.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I might have been
no.
17
All right, so we
when
got
I
a guest
said it,
tonight.
Five times.
We
but
got
I've
a
done
guest
it at least
tonight.
once.
No,
We
I would
got a
never
guest.
say that. Nope.
Darrell Lawrence. He's an actor.
Here we
He's
go. But
a
I'll
playwrighter.
never see Candyman.
And he's many things. He has a lot of projects that's going on right now. And Darrell, tell us why you came to the show today.
Well, I came to the show, to first of all be amongst a great group of people. First and foremost, I had the opportunity to view your segment. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And one of my closest friends, good friends, Kev, invited me on the show, and I said when, and that's how I got here.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So just let anybody know if they want to get on the Gift of Gab, just contact us at our Gmail, thegiftofgabmail.com at Gmail.
And guys,
And
they give
contact us on Facebook,
everybody wine.
Twitter.
They give everybody wine except me. I got apple juice.
All right, so we have some questions for you tonight. Shari, you have some questions for Darrell, right?
I definitely want to know how it is that you've got your start in acting, in film, and in production.
Oh wow. How I got my start. Well, first, all of this really started out as therapy. It was therapeutic. My sister was murdered, and I needed an outlet. I was holding a lot of stuff in. Didn't feel like I could trust people being vulnerable. I didn't want to feel vulnerable to certain people.
Right.
Sometimes when you tell somebody something, they go tell somebody else, and I ain't like nobody in my business. I ain't want them to know how
you wanted to
really
keep it-
screwed up I was
how
at that
people
time,
feel
right?
about it, yeah.
And I was kind of depressed, and I didn't
Right.
really have an outlet. So one day, I just picked up a pen and pad, and I just started writing. Didn't know what I was writing. I was just writing. And a couple weeks later, a friend of mine happened to pick up the book and start reading it. And he said, "Yo, bro, you should do a movie." And I snatched it because it was personal. It was my personal feelings. I said, "Nah, I don't know nothing about no darn movie."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, you should do it." So a couple of days went by. I said, "You know what? Why not? I'll do a movie." I just met one of my good friends. When I had met him, he just graduated film school. Me and him was having a conversation. He said, "Yo, man, just buy a camera and a boom mic." So I had a little money because I was hustling at the time. And I said, "Well, let's go take my money and do something good with it." So I went to New York City, went to B&H, got a camera, got a Panasonic DVX 100A, in a boom mic, and in a mixer. And just started hiring my family and friends to do a movie. And they was all excited about, like, do a movie? Like, yeah, let's do a movie. We did the movie, and I had a private screening of it. And people were like, "Yo, this is a good movie." Even though we know you're a novice and everything, it's a pretty dope movie. So I had a premiere. My whole neighborhood came out to support the show. And then a couple guys said, "Yo, you stick it in film festivals." And I don't know nothing about none of this stuff. So I stuck it in some film festivals. And I was in Subway. My friend owned the Subway in New Jersey. And I was in Subway, and I got the phone call from the gentleman named Ralph Wilcox. He used to be on Hill Street Blues. It was his festival. And he said, "I want to congratulate you. Your film won highest achievement for a new filmmaker in Georgia.
Wow.
Can you get down here?" And I was like, damn right I could get down there. So, a month later, I went down to Georgia, received my award. I met some real dope, cool people. And I said, wow, maybe I could turn this therapy, into something. But I didn't really take it serious. Because again, I didn't do it for those reasons. I just did it just to help me cope with what I was going through at the time.
Right.
So when I came back home, then it would start to be a hobby. I'm just write a little bit. And then I went to another film festival in Miami, and the guy loved my film. He said, "Dude, can you bring a play down here?" me and my big mouth, sure, I can bring a play down here. Now, I don't have no plays or nothing. So I came back to Philly, and there was a gentleman who had...
So you ain't had no plays, but
but I told him, yeah. I said, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I come back to Philly, right? Check it out.
I can do that
Check
shit.
it out, right? I come back to Philly,
I got one already.
and there was a guy that did plays, and I said, yo, man, there's a situation down in Miami. The guy want plays. I know you do plays. I could set you up. The guy looked at me and said, nah, I'm cool. I'm doing my own thing, my way. I said, but he's going to pay. He's going to fly y'all down. He said, nah, I'm cool. So now I done opened up my mouth, told this gentleman I could bring a play down there.
Yeah.
So I said, well, it ain't like I can't write something because I just wrote a movie. So let me just write a play.
Right.
And that's what I did. I sat and like, you know what? The hell with it. Just go ahead and write.
What is your writing process?
My writing process is I have an idea, but at the time I don't know what I'm writing. Whatever comes to my mind, I just start writing until something makes sense. Mm-hmm. Normally what makes sense to me is the end. And once I know what my ending is going to be, then it sets up and I can go back to my writing. But honestly, it's funny when I tell people this and they don't understand when I say this, but honestly, I really don't know what the heck I'm writing. Mm-hmm. I just start writing stuff like, nah, I'm just write something else, and then like, oh, no, okay, all right. And next thing I know, I got a little flow. But when I get to an ending, because I always do the ending first. Mm-hmm. And once I got my ending, then I can set it up. Okay. And I set them up good. Yeah, you set them up good.
Amber, you got some questions too, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you, which do you enjoy better? Being on stage and performing, or being behind the scenes directing and writing?
All of it serves a significant purpose. If I had to choose, I would say writing, because the writing aspect saved me. Because as an actor, I never wanted to act.
Right.
When I wrote it, it was a gentleman that was on Pop 99, that film, who had the lead role. Mm-hmm. And the day before we shot, he called me. He said, Rel, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I said, what you mean you can't do it? Mm-hmm. The radio station just added more hours to my shift, and I'm working all day tomorrow. So I said, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Right.
He said, well, you know the script.
I was going to say, you knew the script.
So that's how I was brought into being in Life Isn't Fair. Okay. Because I didn't want to be an actor. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with one of my biggest plays that the engineer just loves, Do You Trust Your Best Friend? The first time I did that play, that's the play that the gentleman from Miami asked, wanted me to bring.
You bring a play down here.
And it was Do You Trust Your Best Friend?
Okay.
But we wound up doing it first in Phoenix, Arizona. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't in it. Again, I don't want to be an actor.
Right.
So we shot it out there. We did the play out there. Some things didn't go the way I wanted to, and I have to put everything on me. Because when you're the head, you have to take all the blame. Mm-hmm. I give little credit to myself, but I take all the blame for everything. And when things happened the way they did, I said, you know what? I'm going to lead by example. Mm-hmm. I'm going to stick myself out there, and we're going to roll with it, and we're going to see how everything turn out. And when I get on the stage, it just brings a different attitude, mm-hmm. and I just enjoyed it. Right. From there, I just enjoyed it. But acting definitely was not my forte whatsoever.
I saw bits and pieces of that too, and it seemed really interesting.
Oh, did you?
That one, yeah, I watched it on YouTube, and it seemed like it was really interesting with the best friend and everything.
Yeah. Man, people love that play. Yeah, people love really that play. Honestly, that's one of my favorite plays to do because it's fun. Mm-hmm. I could do that play all day, every day, without a problem.
Right.
Because that's the most fun. That's the most fun play.
You worked with our producer too, and did a movie "Gotta Make It Out."
Yeah. That was dope. That was dope, man. That was dope. And it's just funny because, when I realized this is what I want to do, I look at certain people that, kind of inspire me. And it's cool when, you have somebody in your neighborhood and he says to you, yo, man, you got me wanting to do this. I see you could do it. I know I could do it. And it was a real good feeling. It was a humbling experience, to have somebody, say that to you. But I gotta tell you this: the movie is the dope movie. Yeah. Gotta Make It Out is a dope movie. Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies. I honestly wish that we had a premiere for it. I wish that we could redo it, reshoot it.
Shot right here in Philly. Yeah.
It's all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a dope story, dope storyline. The writing of it is impeccable, and I wish he hurry up and do it again.
Shout out to Kalivision.
I can't wait to
bring it back.
But what are some of your favorite movies?
Oh man, well, one of my favorite movies is Beat Street. Growing up, it was Beat Street. I could sit there and watch Beat Street all day long. But I have a different variety. It just depends on what my mood is. I love The Negotiator. I could watch that. Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State was at work.
Oh man, it's a lot. Menace to Society. I definitely love that one. But look, y'all gonna take my black card for this one, cause I feel embarrassed to even say this.
No, say that shit.
It's a movie that to this day I still have not seen yet, in its entirety.
You haven't seen
check it out.
Yet.
I haven't seen it yet. Now I done seen bits and pieces of it to make me think I saw the whole thing, but I never sat and watched from beginning to end.
Yeah.
The Color Purple.
I was thinking that.
Really?
I never saw the beginning.
Because that's like top 5.
It's a long movie, first of all.
Movies that all black people have had to
it's
have
like what,
seen
4
in
hours,
their lives.
3 hours? Is it 3 hours long?
Is that
It's
long?
a nice
I
little
haven't
minute.
seen the whole
It's pretty
motherfucking
long.
movie either.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right then.
you're not the only one.
I don't feel
I
as
bet you
bad.
have.
But
Yeah.
but honestly, I think during the course of my life, I done saw bits and pieces.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
have seen bits
so
and
I
pieces.
felt like I saw.
I bought
the whole
movie
thing
before. It was a gift to my stepmom. That's her favorite movie. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I bought it for her one year for Christmas.
But
and
man,
I've
but
never
You've
like
still
seen the
never
whole
seen
movie
it in
myself.
its entirety.
But this is a lot of movies that I like.
I thought
the
I was Lacey
The
and
Notebook,
Scarface.
The
I
Notebook.
love The Notebook.
Almost
Notebook
everything
is a
that
good movie.
Denzel
never
has
seen The
done. I enjoy, like, Crimson Tide, Glory. I love movies.
Right. So what do you got coming up next?
Oh man, I got something real cool coming up next. This is actually my very first as a theater company. You're always trying to do a run, and this is our inaugural season of doing the run of
What
our
theater
stage
company?
production
Look,
called
show, you got
The
the
Funeral.
video right now.
Oh. My theater company is Lawrence Theater Company, and we're
Word.
going on 2 years this month.
Nice.
And we are,
Congratulations.
thank you. And we have been to New York on Broadway, the Walnut Street Theater, and the August Wilson Center out in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So we've been to some prestigious places, testing The Funeral, and we done worked some kinks out, and we've been doing an excellent job. Shout out to my fantastic and wonderful director, Damian J. Wallace. A big shout out to my entire cast. My cast is dope, and we're going to give it to them May 1st to the 16th. We're doing 12 shows at the Latvian Society on 7th and Spring Garden.
Okay.
And if
Nice.
anybody want to come check it out, you can get tickets at lawrencetheatercompany.org. The first night is already sold out. May 1st, Friday, May 1st is already sold out. So come see a fantastic show. Y'all gonna be talking about this show.
Word.
It's real dope.
How can they get in contact with you?
They could definitely email me at info@lawrencetheatercompany.org.
Okay.
Or they can go to the website and they can leave their information on the website.
Any last questions, Sar?
Can you tell us a little bit about what The Funeral
Man.
is about?
The Funeral is about a family that is preparing to bury their father. In the midst of them burying their father, the pillar in the community, this excellent man that everybody has grown to love and care about, they come to find out that there's some things about this man that are not so great as everybody thought they were. So some things come to light and it gets so bad that the family have to make a decision. Do we still give him an honorable funeral or do we leave him at the funeral home?
Oh wow.
You know, but there's other bits and pieces of the story which is
That's interesting.
which is so funny, which is so fantastic. The storylines and the characters that intertwine with this story is really cool. If you get a chance to go to the Lawrence Theater Company website, you'll see the tens of fan reactions of people talking about the show, from laughter to just expressing how they felt about the story itself. And that's the part of the writing part that I get so much gratification for, is the writing.
Right.
Yeah. What
Because
genre is it?
oh man, it's all genre, to be honest with you. Like I'm from an era where, you know, music, right? Back in the day, music meant something, right? If you was in a certain mood, you listen to this certain type of song. It was the story, it was the lyrics. It wasn't really the beat, it wasn't the chorus. It was the lyrics that got you. It was the story.
How it made you feel.
And I feel like that when I write stories.
I'm from the
wanna
same
get,
era.
I want to get your emotion. Whether you're going to laugh, whether you're going to cry.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going to do, I'm going to get an emotion. That's what I aim to do, is get some type of emotion out of you. You know, I love to, at the end of the show, you guys going home and you driving like, babe, wow, you feel, I want y'all talking about it.
Right.
Thinking
you know?
about
I want
it
you
and like,
dissecting
yeah,
it
you can't
after
get
the
it off
fact.
your mind.
Exactly. We've been doing a good job so far.
So pretty much
Amber,
just
you got
leaving
any last questions?
No, just pretty much just leaving a lasting impression, basically, on your work.
Well, that's what we try to do, and
Yeah.
the cast does an excellent job doing that.
So, ultimately, where do you see yourself? What is like your highest goal in like this?
I
what you're
honestly,
doing so
to be
far.
honest with you, I really think I got to one of my highest goals, and that was really getting through what I was going through when my sister died.
Okay,
Everything else is a plus for me right now.
right,
Word.
nice.
Last question I have. Got the Eagles hat on.
Of course,
So what part of Philly you from?
South Philly.
Hey.
We used to sneak in the vet to watch the Eagles game. We did. One day, I never really told so many people this, but one time we snuck in and Reggie White was there. I think I was standing on like the fifth step,
Yeah.
and we were standing eye to eye. That's how
Wow.
big Reggie White was, man.
Word.
Yup. Yeah.
So it's no longer Black History Month, so I said it's always Black History Year. You know, that's how we need to do 2020 Black History Year. But it's March and it's Women's History Month.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue in the spirit of Black excellence, and we're also going to acknowledge and celebrate a Black woman, a legend, a civil rights activist, Miss Daisy Bates. We all tried to come together and figure out who's a woman that we can honor and that we can celebrate, who's someone that we can talk about and discuss that we might not all be very familiar with. You know, it could be easy for us to celebrate Oprah or Michelle Obama or Maya Angelou. Not that these women shouldn't be celebrated, but we
Throwing
wanted to-
shots because I said Michelle Obama. I was like, let's do Michelle Obama. I was like, I was just kidding.
No, it's all good. It's all
But
good.
no, you're right though. You're right.
So we had to stretch ourselves
yeah.
a little bit and learn about Miss Daisy Bates, who was a civil rights activist from Little Rock, Arkansas. She was involved in the schools, and she really wanted schools to be integrated. She saw the conditions of which young Black kids were going to school, and they were treated differently. Their facilities were run down. Their textbooks were bad. They didn't have supplies, and she fought for integration so that Black children would have a better opportunity.
Right. Yeah.
So
I think people like her.
you know Daisy
are,
Bates?
No, I don't know her personally, but my thing is, people like her. People like her should be glorified. They should be
Definitely.
noticed, and thank you for bringing her up, because there's so many Daisy Bates out there that a lot of us have not heard of.
Right.
You know, and
There needs to be more.
And it's crazy because, the names that you just said, like those women definitely needs to be celebrated for what they have done and what they have accomplished. But again, there's so many of the Daisies of the world that people
Yeah.
don't know about.
Right.
You know, so let me ask you guys this: how can we bring those people to light more?
Well, there should be more, and I feel like how can we bring them to light more? Well, first off, you know, I'm with two beautiful women right here. That's just gonna, like, I hope this actually inspires women to see, like, do what you feel is right and talk about what you want and stand up for yourself and put yourself in a platform where that means something. Because what she did as far as the Little Rock Nine in Arkansas, her history is crazy. When I had to look up her story, and she's all right. So I'm not. I'm sorry to think like a guy or more so. This is pure thinking like a nigga for real, for real. She's bad, yo. She was really bad. Like just what she stood for. Her mom was abused and like. She grew up rough. She was adopted into friends of the family, and she had that experience, a traumatic experience at a young age, and got 9 black kids in the school in Arkansas, which I don't think black people still live in Arkansas to this day.
Right.
In the school, they got the president involved with it, and did y'all really look her up?
Yeah.
I didn't write no notes on her at
Yeah.
all because when I heard her story, I was like, oh, black
Yeah.
woman, go ahead. This
I was trying to find some stuff
I
on
was gonna say
YouTube.
that,
I saw
yeah.
some like little clips, and then I had to do like a Google search.
Right.
So when Daisy was a little girl, when she was 8 years old, she was attacked by like some adult white men, and her mom like fought back, and her mom ended up being murdered. So
Yeah,
it was always important to her to fight and to advocate for black people. So even with the 9 students who ended up being integrated, like they were getting jumped on their way to and from school every day. People just wanted them to quit, and she would allow everybody to come to her house. She would open her home up and create like this safe space and this safe haven, and come and eat and let's be together and we're gonna get through this. So she really took it to a personal level. She wasn't just casual with it. She invited people into her home, and she was an integral part of that fight and, you know, segregation being broken up in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right. And I think that when we were all like doing the whole like trying to decide on who we're going to talk about, it's so funny because like as we were talking on the thread, I'm like looking up like, you know, different black women in history, and it was so cliche because all of those people were on there, like Michelle Obama, Oprah.
Right.
And then when I scrolled down, I saw Daisy Bates. I never even heard of her. And I'm like, all right, Daisy Bates. That's when we all looked her up because I've never heard of her. And it's like exactly what you said. These people do need to be brought to light because they did play important roles,
yeah.
you know, in greatness.
See, this is the cool thing, right? What you guys have of a platform, right? A platform. So when I asked the question, you know, how can we bring more people to light that a lot of people don't know? This could be one
Right
of
here.
the things right here. Maybe
Right.
every
The
time
Gift of Gab.
you do a woman of color,
Right.
or you do a man of color.
Right.
You guys have a platform, and I think for me, one of the reasons why when I realized that this is what I want to do is because at some point, you know, somebody else had to control the narrative of what's going on. So if I'm not looking at plays that I want to see, if I'm not looking at movies that I want to see, then I create the stuff that I want to see.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes you can get so like engulfed in your own personal stuff that sometimes you know, if you don't have a good group of people or a good team around you, only thing you see is just your vision.
Tunnel
You know,
vision.
but I'm thankful and fortunate, you know, for this platform that you guys have, so they even
Appreciate
allow
that.
me to even come and be a part of it. And I just thank you and commend you guys. And it's real
Appreciate
dope
that.
that you're doing this, because I'm guaranteed that somebody out here who's watching didn't know who Miss Daisy was.
Right,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you're gonna probably have them go Google her, look her
You
up.
said somebody
You know?
said, Amber said, Daisy Bates. I'm like, who's Daisy Bates?
And Daisy wasn't
I'm the one that
soft.
said Michelle Obama.
She
Yeah,
wasn't
he just
soft.
said that. He
like,
just said that. He just said that.
She wasn't dainty. She wasn't delicate. She was like, tell it like it is, like straight up, like at your head. Like
That's what jumped out to me because I'm like, Daisy Bates. I knew everybody else except for her, but Rosa Parks, all these people.
Yeah, but you're
I'm
the
like,
one that said it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I chose it because I'm like, Daisy Bates. I don't even know who that is. So I'm like,
Well, we'll
check
be
her
coming
out.
at y'all all month with
More
women's
Daisy.
history
See, there you
month.
go. There you go.
I love women. Honestly, I was raised by women. A lot of people don't know that. I was raised by all women. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all women. People wouldn't like say that because like my Facebook, they be like, people be getting on me about my Facebook. But the people that
Why is that?
because I just say whatever on Facebook. But the people that know me for real and know my character, like know me in real life, they be like, you're fucking around. Like, because I like to make jokes or whatever. So I just say whatever. I'm sarcastic, whatever. But like, but
And people just
I love
take
my
it and
women.
just,
I'm gonna say
people
it
just
on the show.
take it and just
on the show
run
I'm
with
real.
it.
On the show I'm real. On Facebook I say whatever the fuck don't matter. Anyway, we do have something that we want to talk about.
All right.
And I want to know if y'all, as females, would hold a nigga down while he was locked down.
Yeah, would you?
You're not even gonna set the story up or
I
nothing.
know,
It's
right.
just straight black and white.
No, sure. Tell him about it.
straight.
Tell him about it.
I'm holding my husband down as long as words have power. I don't ever want my husband to go to jail. Hopefully my family's never separated, never ripped apart. Let me say that. If the situation were to ever present itself, as long as my husband was doing something that was like honorable, I
Right.
think I can rock with it.
Right.
Just some guy that I'm just kind of dating. Bye, nigga. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm not waiting.
Bye.
Good luck to you.
Really?
Arrivederci.
For real, for real.
So
These dudes out here for everybody. For everybody.
Not every
I'm
dude,
supposed to
not
stay
every
down.
dude.
I'm supposed to stay down and hold on to your promises. That's supposed to keep me warm at night. I'm supposed to hope that when you come
hey,
back,
I can't
you
be
want to
mad
do
at
right
her.
all of a
I
sudden.
can't be mad at her. Like you saying, like not every dude. I can't be mad at her.
We're not committed. There's nothing keeping us
Oh,
together.
no, that's different. That's different if y'all not committed. But he said, what was the question again?
He said something about niggas. That's what he
No,
said.
like I'm saying, hold
Your
him down.
man, your dude.
Yeah,
right?
man, you holding them down, like if you like, cause Shari, you came
Yeah.
up with this topic.
Not
and
somebody you just
what's the
messing around
story?
with.
What's the story? Tell them the story.
Let me set it up. So
All right,
there's
set it up.
this viral video that's going around, and basically this guy was in jail for 6 months, and he was really upset and expressing to his girlfriend like, "Babe, I miss the holidays. I miss Thanksgiving. I miss Christmas. I miss New Year's. I miss Valentine's Day." She's like, "Don't worry about it, baby. I got you." So she gets him out of jail. So you see this video, and it's him walking into the home. She's got some food set up, looking like a nice little Thanksgiving spread. Then there's a Christmas tree. There's gifts in the living room. When she walks him upstairs, there's rose petals that's going up to the bedroom. She's got a nice, I guess the container that you normally hold chocolates in. There's weed in it. There's money in a heart shape. There's rose petals. There's balloons. So in the bedroom, she sets this Valentine's Day like ambiance. And then in the room next to the bedroom, it's got like this New Year's Eve theme. So basically, she went out of her way
All
to
the
cover
holidays.
all of the holidays that they missed. We about to
Okay.
make it up together.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really great display of love and affection and thought for your person. I thought
Right.
that was dope for them. He went
Right.
away. They missed their holidays. They about to make it up. And she
Right.
had a little piece of lingerie on too that she kind of let show by accident. But like they were about to have a really good time.
Your husband, you holding him down, but not your.
As long as my husband didn't do anything
Not to
goofy
do
or
that.
anything to like embarrass myself or the family, I'm
What
hoping
did
he never
do, though,
goes.
that guy? Do you know?
I
Or
don't
they
know.
Didn't say?
It didn't.
Well,
It didn't
you
tell
don't
us.
got a choice. You know what I mean? Your husband get locked up. You holding him down.
I agree. If you're my husband, then it is what it is. But definitely, if you're just talking to someone or dating, it's a no.
Not some casual.
And then
Some ask you this.
you hear
Let me
so
ask you
many
this.
people come out and then they just like forget everything that you did. So you've been putting your own life on hold
Facts.
for this person.
me-
They come out and show
let me
their
ask
There's
you
no
this, let me ask you
security.
this,
There's no
let me ask you
guarantee
this.
with that.
If your girl got
No
locked up,
peace of mind.
right.
would you hold her down?
All right.
That's the real
That's
question.
a great question. That's a great question. See, it's different from asking somebody like me because my mom, I used to go visit my mom in prison when I was like 7 years old. Like I was like 5 years old. Like I used to go see my mom in jail all the time when I was young. So like that type of lifestyle, I can like look past depending on what the crime was. Now, if she murdered somebody and all that, I'm like, I ain't fucking with all that. Like it depends on what the crime is.
Okay.
Not the time.
Oof. I'm going to cheat on her. I'm going to cheat on her. I'm going to lie. You know,
You said you're going to cheat on her?
I'm going to let her know. I'm going to be like, look, babe, I got you. I'm going to hold you down. Right when you get out, you mine again. But while I'm out here, I'm going to let you know what the fuck I'm doing. But like,
yeah, you going to let her know that while she locked up?
You're mine again. What?
Listen,
Right.
babe, you about to be locked up, fucking bitches too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you going to be mad because I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You about to be doing it.
I'm done.
You about to be doing
Statistically,
it.
a lot of these niggas ain't riding the same way that these women are riding for their men. When apparently when dudes are in jail, the visiting room is full.
No, she's talking.
there's
She
babies.
talking. She talking. Don't bring me up. She talking. She talking.
I don't know. I've never been to visit anybody in jail. But apparently, the visitor rooms are packed. It's swarming with women and babies and grandmoms and aunties and mamas.
You know what? It's fair because I asked you. You asked me, right? All right. So I'm gonna be a fair sport. Right? If my wife got locked up,
You're shorty. How about let's start there? You're dating.
No, it's not your wife.
Wait. You're dating for 2 years.
Yeah, because
You see a future with her. She got some charges that kind of come back. She's getting 6 years.
No. I'm gonna say this. And this for real. This honest right here, right?
Somebody you see.
I'm gonna be doing the same thing. If she was in, if she was out, I'm gonna be doing the same exact thing. I'm not gonna change up because she's sitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's that old age-old saying, we got needs. The thing is like, okay, so what you gonna do when those urges come? You know what I mean? That's the thing.
it's
That's the
more
thing
than
you're
just
gonna do with the
urges,
urges.
though. You just gonna bump into somebody at the supermarket. Y'all gonna bump carts and shit. She's gonna be like, oh, excuse
No,
me.
you know what?
You
To
gonna
be
like,
honest,
oh my
no,
God.
listen.
You gonna be like, damn, my girl locked up
No,
and shit.
but for me, right?
Like,
For me,
what?
no. Check it out. For me, right?
Like, it's
this.
easy to just find somebody else.
You're
If,
just gonna bump into a car.
No.
Like,
Okay, for me, right? I've learned to have different outlets through my life. No, seriously.
Right.
yeah.
Because I'm about to put this shit out there. All right. There was a period in my life where I was in my 20s. For like 3 years, I ain't touched no females. Because I want to see mentally if I could do it, just mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was in a situation where a girl tried to, manipulate the situation by saying, I ain't gonna give you now. It's like, so you think that's gonna make me change my mind for that?
Right.
No, I'm cool. Then once they realized that they couldn't manipulate the sex with,
Love to
I don't
hear
like
more
lying.
examples of black men just exercising better self-control.
like
Yes.
me.
Like you're saying, like 3
True.
years, like that's like 20 years. I mean, that's great to be disciplined,
You know what
but
I'm
I
saying?
would love for
Get
y'all
on
to
my
think,
head.
put your head more.
Yeah,
Right,
you
right.
gotta have self-control.
This head.
I feel like the world's overpopulated right now, and we're gonna have to.
That's a different topic in itself, yo. I don't want to get in
We
trouble.
gonna have to go
I'll be
into
quiet.
like way.
Anybody got some wine? Even though I don't drink wine, I need some wine right now.
So now, anyway, to get like people aroused these days, there's like everybody's always had porn, right? Where
Got on the phone.
I mean, everybody's watched it. Amber, you watch porn?
Oh my God.
It's on the phone.
Mm.
It's on the
No.
phone.
All right,
You don't watch porn?
Yeah.
Ever?
No.
You don't
I've
watch
seen
porn?
it before. Everyone's seen it before. But I don't just like look up porn.
Hold on
and
one
decide.
second.
look,
While I'm in the
they
doctor's
got-
office,
they
I'm
got-
waiting
Yeah,
anyway.
like,
So
This thing now, right? It's called OnlyFans, where a lot of women are exploiting themselves and just like, even like maybe not exploiting themselves, just putting up bikini pics and dancing around. I don't know. But I know,
You
like,
don't know?
fuck all that PG-13 shit. It's a lot of women on there just like,
Is it
showing
just
them
women
having
though?
sex.
Is it just women though?
I don't know.
I think it's
Well, no,
probably
it
both.
is just women.
It's
Be-
both.
I don't know if it's both. I only see the women one,
Okay.
OnlyFans. But if there is men OnlyFans, then I'll fucking create a page.
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure
shit, I
there
get
are
that
men
extra money. I
OnlyFans.
have my
I'm pretty
dick
sure it
just
is.
swinging
I'm pretty
around, like just on paid, like and getting paid for it. Like what?
Yeah, people are really getting paid for it right now. So what do you guys like?
I don't know. I've
Views
only
on
seen
that.
like.
Do you think it's
There's an
okay, or
OnlyFans?
do you think it's like? What do you think about that?
Have you seen it? Like, are you on Instagram?
No,
You on
at
Instagram?
all. Yeah, I'm on it, but I'm on it for different reasons. I ain't-
All right, so you never seen like that it's a whole new thing, like this OnlyFans thing.
No, what is it?
All right, so what it is site where you could pay for a subscription to see like maybe nudity of the person.
Nah, I
like
don't-
it's like Instagram models are doing it, but regular girls are doing it too that aren't Instagram models yet. And like you saying, there's guy pages. Like have you seen?
You subscribe?
Guy pages.
So I don't subscribe to OnlyFans. I'm only familiar about what the platform is, but I don't actually like engage and participate and tune into anyone's live
subscribe.
streams or anything like that. I do know that
I
a
don't
lot
do
of the
that.
women out here are getting bread.
Yeah, they're making like
They
over,
getting money. They getting like 100
thousands,
racks,
yeah.
you know, for not even leaving their bedroom. So they have people that tune in, they subscribe, they pay. You can pay like maybe $15.99 a month, and then if
Wow,
you
really?
want like a private,
$15.99.
Yep.
if you want a tip, if you want to get a
$19.99.
private one-on-one session, that might go for
And that's on
upwards of a couple-
Instagram?
It's called OnlyFans.
you promote it on there.
It's its own social media.
Oh,
platform.
it's on.
promote it
Oh,
on
okay,
there,
okay,
like,
okay,
throw
okay.
up the website,
Oh,
they
okay.
click on there, and then it might be videos of them fucking. It might be videos of them just like showing their stuff or whatever.
Damn.
And like
So it is.
All this cursing he doing, he gonna get
Yeah, I
to
gonna say,
show him my stuff.
I seen two white girls walking down South Street. I'm walking down South Street one day or whatever, right? And one of the white girls or whatever, these girls is like probably like 20 years old. One of the girls is like, oh yeah, and like you know how you just walk by somebody and you hear a conversation and you like, what the fuck did I just hear? Like what were they talking about? So I'm walking down the street and one white girl says, yeah, I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans page.
So what did you do when you heard that?
He
I ran up to
subscribed.
her immediately and I asked her what her name was going to be. I subscribe right now. I only subscribed to her and this other girl named Diamond. And
How much did you pay?
On
How much did you
OnlyFans?
pay?
I'm just kidding. I don't subscribe because listen, there's no like. Why would you? Especially for
Apparently somebody doing
Yeah,
it.
somebody.
Apparently
somebody's
somebody doing it.
But for somebody like me, why would I subscribe to something like that? And that's how I feel like everybody should feel about themselves. The people there's somebody
So when you
for
say somebody
everybody.
like you, what does that mean?
Right.
For somebody like me,
Yeah.
where I don't have to go on there to like see like I don't. All right, so remember when I said the world's overpopulated, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not excited as much as guys are excited by titties and just pussy and like
And
I've
stuff.
seen it before. Like you know what I mean? It's just, I've had girls get naked in front of me, like all right, so like a sister friend or whatever, like just undress with me in the room, and it's nothing like serious to where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm looking and pussy. I want it.
It's not stuff now, huh?
Like it's like why would I pay for it? And the other part I was talking about is I look good, so it doesn't like it's. Women
All right, I play this. All right, okay, listen to this.
Women come to me, so it's like I don't have to like.
I'm
pay
pretty
for a
sure
subscription.
everybody who's
And plus
paying
it's
for
free on
subscriptions,
Twitter, too.
right?
It's
Check
free
it
on
out, right?
Twitter.
I'm pretty sure that everyone that's paying for a prescription isn't a ugly person, right? I'm just gonna go with the numbers game right here, right? Everybody isn't ugly
It's freaks.
that prescribing
It's
to
probably
stuff like
old
this,
men.
right?
They freaks.
So this
think
is
it's a
this is
combination.
my
They
thing.
freaks.
This is my thing. I might just stub it.
Freaks.
Y'all tripping,
Freaks
man.
and old men.
No, right? Sometimes no. I mean, my thing is, whatever floats your boat. If that's your twist, then
Right.
that's your twist. If that's
It'd
what
be
you
a
like
lot.
to do, that's your thing. Hey,
You
he
don't
got
watch
money,
porn.
right? Listen.
You don't watch porn. It's a lot of married people that do though.
I
Like,
guess.
because like
Yeah.
it's another thing where it's like, okay, you're married, you're not gonna cheat, but it's like, oh, I can pay for the subscription of this one bitch. I would fuck if I wasn't married though.
Probably
I don't
not.
know. I just think it's like porn on a more kind of interactive level. Like it gives you the opportunity, regardless of like how attractive you are. Like people have their own kinks. They have different things that they're into. I can support somebody and pay like what $4.99 a month. Is
Or
that
it
a
could
big
be like
deal?
secretive too, like you said. It
And
could
you
be
can
like
interact with them. You can message.
something they don't want nobody knowing they do, or something like an old white man or something. You don't ever know.
Do you feel like this is something that could be downgraded and not be posted as like we're saying porn? Do you feel like it could be something like that where it shouldn't be called that, or like women should like?
I think
you feel
we
like
should
women shouldn't feel bad about it.
I think we should work on removing the stigma. Like as you say porn, you make a face as if like you're disgusted or as if it's dirty or if it's nasty. It's a sex industry. Like women are making money.
Adult
hustling.
actors.
You know what I'm
okay?
saying? They're hustling.
Adult
and there's
actors.
nothing
Adult
wrong with
entertainment.
it. I actually think it's pretty safe. You can use costumes. You can use masks. I'm sure there's ways for you to like disable your location and be anonymous. Like I'm sure there are. And we got to say that like OnlyFans isn't only about like nudity and sexual stuff. Like there are women I'm sure who just paint with probably like.
How long has this website been out?
How long has
this website been out?
It just started in like a few months ago or whatever.
So it's popular now, huh?
Yeah, it's getting on.
That's
You
a
know,
vibe. Imagine if you could
Wow.
paint and drink a glass of wine in your drawers with some music in the background, and somebody's
And don't
paying
even
you-
leave the house.
Somebody's paying you $9.99 a month to just watch you do you. Like
I'm not trying to watch people get the coronavirus, and that's the
See,
next.
that's
the
you,
next
man.
topic.
That's
That-
you.
Wait. That's the next topic though. And the coronavirus,
I'm done.
I told y'all it was gonna be spreading,
Now it's in New York.
and 11 people in the United States died of the coronavirus.
Like, what are they
That was
doing?
today or yesterday?
It was like 104 in Italy or something like that.
I think it's in Philly right now. I think they're testing someone to see if they
It's
have
not.
it.
Ah, don't say that.
That's what I read this morning.
I saw
We
New
good
York.
Was that a,
Black
was that a
people don't
hoax?
get it.
Was that a
I saw
hoax?
New
Black
York.
people don't get it.
I don't think that's true.
I saw New York, and I saw they're shutting down some schools in New York as well, due to this new discovery.
Crazy. I wanted to go traveling. I'm scared to
So,
go
like, what
anywhere
do you
now.
guys-
You got
Thoughts on
melanin
that, like-
in you. Yeah.
Nah,
What do y'all think about this though? Like, where do y'all think this came from? And then, like, what do you think is
what they
going to
say?
happen
They
with
say they
this?
said
I
it
think
came
black
from.
people
They
don't
said it
get
came
it.
from China. Came from a bat. Or
So, do
something.
you think it's like
I think it's. I think it's.
You said
A,
it
I
came
think
from
it's.
a
government?
I think it's a smoke screen for something
Think
that's
it is
really
fake?
going
Fake?
on. That's something that's really
I think
going
it's
on.
fake. I think it's like one of those swine flu. Not saying it's fake. but
I'll
it's like
call
one
it
of
the
those swine-
Philly special.
swine
That's what
flu.
I call it. I call it the Philly special. It's the okie doke. I really believe that.
I don't
that
think
this
it's
is
like as
supposed to be
big
for
as like
something.
what people are like
So you think
making it
people are
out to
really
be.
not
I don't
dying
think
from
like
it?
No,
but
no,
they're
no,
just
no,
trying
no.
to-
I'm not saying that people are dying from it, but I'm thinking that it's something else that
Like whatever
that
it
is
is.
happening,
Uh-huh.
and they are diverting people from that, and this is the corona. You know,
So it's like
it
another
became
disease.
it became a. No, it don't necessarily
I
have to
think
be a
it's-
disease. It could be something else. It could be
I
whatever that
think it's.
something else
I
is.
think people die from it when they just have very very low immune systems. I don't think it's like something that people catch and that it's like serious as everybody's making it seem to be. Like, oh, like you catch it, you about to fucking check.
No,
Like,
but
nah, it's like
no.
the
I
common
mean, I
cold.
think it has
What do
to
you
be.
think, Shar?
No, people are dying from. People not dying from common colds. They are dying from
they're
this.
dying from
What do you
this. So
think?
what
They're
is
dying.
it?
They're dying. Man,
I'm concerned.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm
shit.
concerned. It's kind of on my radar. It's starting to get a little close to home. When it was
Right.
over
It's in
there,
New
when it
York.
was in China, it really didn't affect me. I really didn't think about it until I wanted to order some hair, and I
Was
thinking
thinking
it's
that.
probably not a good time
You know
to
what?
order a couple of bundles.
Right. I was thinking the same thing. I ordered oolong tea, and that's from China. Excuse me about the sneeze. And I'm like,
Ironically,
God
spread
bless
the
you,
germs.
God
now
bless
I
you.
have it. Now I have
On
it.
cue, right? On cue.
The corona.
On cue. On cue. But check it out, right?
Now I have it.
Like you say, it affected. Now, this is the other thing that the coronavirus is affecting: the economy.
100%.
Because
The
everything
stock
comes from
market
there.
dropped a
Is-
few
is-
thousand
is-
points.
Oh my gosh, it's messing up people money.
We haven't seen anything
People
like
not
that in
really
a
starting
while.
to really travel
Oh,
now,
yeah.
so it's messing
The
up.
stocks
It's
dropped.
messing up money.
We're starting to see
So
some of
who's
these-
making money? So think about who's making money right now.
Marijuana.
America.
Gilead.
You think about certain things that are making money.
Gilead
right now.
has the patent
somebody-
for the coronavirus
when somebody is
vaccine, so
losing,
they're going to be
somebody is
making money here.
So far, I found out a way to just shout out marijuana and it be okay.
But is
I know this.
I bet marijuana stops the coronavirus.
But is there a cure? Is there a cure? Because the doctor that they said was working on everybody or whatever, he died from it. So what now?
Oh,
They killed
That
Doc.
was probably part
They
of the
killed
conspiracy.
Okay.
Because this doctor who was going to find the cure was going to probably make it free and available to everybody. And if you need it, then you get it and benefit from my research and my hard work. And somebody stands to make a lot of money behind this
And now they
vaccine.
killed
When
him.
this panic ensues and it sets in, it's all about business at the end of the day. So I guess I'm concerned because what starts to happen if they start to say, all right, we're closing schools, we're closing Targets, we're
Yeah, what
closing
do we do?
Walmarts. Have we planned? Are we prepared?
Yeah.
We gotta live in our basement or something.
What happens then? So I've been very careful with my words because I believe that words have power. Like I'm not really a fan of going to work. I'm cool if I don't
Right.
if I don't make it
At
to work.
all.
But I'm
Bring
kinda,
that into existence,
but,
huh?
I'm trying to watch what I say because you could end up in a situation where you're not going to work for a very long
Hashtag
time.
YouTube.
You don't know.
Hashtag
You don't know what
Facebook.
that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Hashtag Twitter. Hashtag somebody signed us so this could be our job and we don't have to
we
go to
could just
fucking
stay
work.
inside.
Yeah. Hashtag all that shit.
I was
But look,
wondering where you was going with that.
Well, yeah. But anyway, the coronavirus, I can't catch that shit. I don't think black people can catch it.
I
don't
think
know.
that's a myth.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
We
Yeah,
haven't
it's
heard
a
of
myth.
it. We haven't heard
Look,
of anyone.
we
I
had-
think that was a hoax.
we had a great show
that wasn't
tonight.
a factual thing.
We got many shows coming up. Next week we got Ty Scott as a guest, and we like to finish our show like the what'd you say, Shar? How'd you say it? Like the Jerry Springer show, like with a positive message at the end. So Darrell, if you could give everyone out there, all our Gabbos and Gabettes, if you could give them a positive message to wrap up our show, what would you say?
Oh my gosh, man. Whew. Well, for me, I think I'll really say, keep your family and your loved ones extremely close to you. Is one thing, believe in yourself. Oh man, I'm really stuck right now.
You're doing good, brother.
No, but honestly though, really, I mean, for this day and age, a lot of people are leaving here unexpectedly, and I think
Word.
sometimes, for me personally, you just want to be around good people. You want to be around good people that you trust, people that you love, people you care about. Your family, your friends. Make sure you have that special connection with your loved ones and stuff like that.
Word.
Because tomorrow is not promised.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Amen to that. All
All right,
right,
guys. Until
so
next time.
Shari,
Oh, thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
blast, man. Thank you,
Joining
thank you,
us.
thank you,
thank you
thank
for
you.
Thank you for
coming.
joining
Thank you
us.
for coming out, and we are signing out. The Gift of Gab.
I've been drunk all my
Know why all them other niggas hating? Guess it's cause the girlfriend steady participating. Look at what that make me the topic of conversation. Topic of conversation. And I am hella loud. Fuck it, I'm conceited, eat it. Needless to say, I'm a genius. Bringing hip hop back with meaning since we been done RIP. I'm at the top. Motherfuckers act like they don't know. Blind speaking that Chris Rock shit, saying that they never see before. Nigga, I do's this. I am a star